So could you please tell us a little bit about what you do?
Okay, so I own and operate a local company called Saltwater Eco. So we specialise in marine recreation and education. So we do surf and snorkel lessons and tours, but we also do heaps on outdoor education, especially marine. My background's in marine biology and conservation, so it's something that I'm massively passionate about. Pretty much like plastic was started being created about 50 years ago, and ever since then there's no natural way to break it down, and the ocean's kind of the main place that it ends up. So our ocean's just getting clogged with plastic.
Yeah.
And unfortunately a lot of that plastic looks like food. I'll just show you something from like crops. Okay, can't really see, but in here, so when your plastic breaks down, because it doesn't break down naturally, it's this thing called solar degradation. So your plastic just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So this stuff could have been in the ocean about 50 years or so, and this looks exactly like the food that fish would eat, so like other fish eggs and things.
Yeah.
Same with birds as well.
Do people really understand how big of a deal this actually is?
I'd say no. I think it's one of those things that people prefer not to actually think about. It could be like, it's just really simple choices. Plastic is kind of really ingrained in our society now. We're a real throwaway society too, and that's the thing, it's such a young product. And there's lots of cool alternatives now as well that are quite readily available. Main victims, sea turtles are a really big one. Their main food are jellyfish.
Yeah.
And a lot of the marine debris in the oceans are plastic bags. So there's a lot of information out there, especially on the internet, you'll be able to look into about turtles in particular ingesting plastic. Also whales are pretty bad too. There's been a lot of strandings in Europe where big sperm whales they're all just full of plastic. I went to Indonesia about 6 months ago to this place that was supposed to be like really pristine, like coral reefs and things. And we were actually snorkeling, and there were some pilot whales that came through, and as they were diving, there were like 4 or 5 just plastic bags like hanging in the water, and then all the like pristine islands were just covered in plastic because those countries have no way of getting rid of it or cleaning it. And I think going there really hit home, because you try and do as much as you can here, but then places where they can't actually do anything, and it just piles up. So I think that's where it really hit home, that it is just a massive global. The big thing is, this is all quite overwhelming and a bit doom and gloom, but it's massively positive. And people like Bethany, it's like, people do care, and there are like different alternatives now as well. So I'll just show you a few things. So simple things like using keep cups instead of getting disposable coffee cups. These are really cool instead of using plastic for your like fruit and things. Standard is reusable bags.
Right.
And these as well.
Are these metal straws?
Yeah. And straws, like you see here, like straws are one of the main things that gets thrown away. It's just, these things are available. And also, these are pretty cool. So instead of using plastic, you go back to the old school stuff. So this is actually infused material, it's material infused with beeswax, and that's like a sandwich thing. It smells kind of, well, it doesn't really smell, but it's going back to like the old stuff, because plastic is only 50 years old. So there's lots of really cool alternatives, so there's always a choice.
Cool.
And it's all positive because a lot of people care, and if we all put together we can make a difference, and I really believe that.